Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and their playoff matchup. That's right, guys. We just received the Lakers matchup for the first round of the NBA playoffs in 2025, and that is the Timberwolves. Guys, I mean, this is going to be a great matchup. I really can't wait for this matchup to begin next week. Obviously, the Lakers have a week off. They're no longer in the play-in thanks to the big win that they received a couple of days ago when it came to the Houston Rockets matchup. They sealed the number third seed in the Western Conference with that win, and they went into today's game. Obviously, the Lakers played tonight or today, excuse me, afternoon game, and they faced the Portland Trailblazers. Now, the Portland Trailblazers game is okay, guys. I mean, regardless of the win or loss, the Lakers were still sealed for that number third seed in the Western Conference when it comes all said and done. So, with that, the Lakers are, really had no need to start all of their players tonight, as you probably saw in my post a couple of hours ago. Basically, the Lakers just sat out all the rest of their players: LeBron, Luca, Jackson Hayes. The list goes on. I mean, Rui Hachimura, all of those guys, Austin Reeves, all of them. Even the rotational players with Dorian Finney-Smith and all of them. And basically, it was just G League players were playing. And Dalton Connect, he played in the game, started for the Lakers, and first time ever, Bronny James started in not just a Lakers game, but an NBA game, first ever as a rookie. So obviously, not the type of outcome we wanted to see, but what can you expect? It was just rotational players and G League players playing against some players that played throughout the NBA season and the Portland Trailblazers. So it was not a bit of a surprise that we lost this game. But regardless, as I mentioned, the Lakers were going to be in the playoffs regardless of that loss. And obviously, they already sealed their seed in the Western Conference by beating the Houston Rockets a couple of days ago. So I'm not going to go into the game analysis of the loss against the Portland Trailblazers tonight. I think it's already explanatory. It was a loss and no meaning behind that loss. So, or win of any sort of imagination. So obviously, this was an unnecessary meaning. None like I can't find the word for it. It was not a meaningful game, regardless. So unfortunate, but at the end of the day, guys, the Lakers are in the playoffs. They're the third seed, and they're going to face the Minnesota Timberwolves when it comes all said and done. I really am looking forward to this matchup, honestly. Unfortunate. I mean, not unfortunate, but the expectations going into today's games was that the Lakers' expectations was they're going to face the Golden State Warriors, but they lost against the LA Clippers, so that lended them to the opportunity to play in the play-in when it comes to the Warriors. So, who was the next man up? Who was the next team up? Well, it was the Timberwolves. And how close the Western Conference is when it comes to standings, it was all up in the air. We were all waiting. It was going to be the Warriors. It's going to be the Timberwolves. It's going to be the Nuggets. Was it going to? Or actually, no. If the Nuggets would have lost their game against the Houston Rockets, they would have fallen into the play-in. So lots of teams could have fallen. Some teams could have gained. But obviously, the Warriors were the unfortunate ones, but the Timberwolves were the fortunate ones. Just how close the standings were, it just seemed that anybody could get the sixth seed in the Western Conference. And obviously, the Timberwolves fell into that seed, and now the Lakers are opportunities now to face the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards and our old friend in Julius Randle, the guy redrafted a few years ago or many years ago. So I'm honestly, guys, I'm so excited. I'm very excited to see this Lakers matchup between um, the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, and Julius Randle. I mean, this is going to be an easy winnable game, in my opinion. And I'm just going to say it. You know, I'm not sure how the old say goes. Maybe Shannon Sharp will go on Monday and put up, I don't know, some sort of rhymings and end up with the Lakers in five scenario. And that could be the scenario, guys. I mean, I think the Lakers have the opportunity to have an easy, you know, first round elimination when it comes to the Timberwolves. So this will be an opportunity for them to advance into the second round, and it sort of remains to be seen who they will face in the second round. Now, it could be the LA Clippers, I believe, or it could be Denver. I might be mistaken, but I'm not sure who's going to be in the second round. It could be the Houston Rockets. That's another optional matchup for sure that we could look forward to in the second round. But long ways to go to get to that particular round in the second round. So, but right now, it's all about the Timberwolves. You know, judging by how we faced them in the past, there were some opportunities that we saw from the Lakers when it came to playing small ball, and there were some opportunities where things kind of went in a positive direction when it came to that sort of matchups and that type of lineup in play. Um, I think more than anything, somebody just has to find a way to guard Anthony Edwards. And I think I know a couple of players in mind that can fit that type of role of guarding or just defending Anthony Edwards every single game in the series in the first round. And that is Dorian Finney-Smith. Dorian Finney-Smith has the capability of doing that when it comes to facing a guy like Anthony Edwards. And I know maybe you know, Luca is going to do his thing. There's no doubt about it. Offensively, he's going to be our offense, and I think LeBron James as well. I think he can give Anthony Edwards a run of his money when it comes to his opportunity to really go into these particular matchups, especially having home court advantage. I mean, I think Lakers will start 2-0 to start the series in the first round of the playoffs, and that's just the whole good perk, really, of how the Lakers had to end the season and go into the playoffs with home court advantage and good seeding in the Western Conference. So this was a must scenario that they achieved, by the way. And now it just sort of depends if they will show up, if they are able to go toe to toe with the Timberwolves when it comes all said and done. So I know the Lakers beat them numerous times in the regular season. I know the first game when Anthony Davis was on the team, we beat them in the first game of the NBA season. And I just want to check, guys, the schedule of the regular season because I know there has been matchups where the Lakers did beat the Timberwolves numerous times. But I want to remember if the Lakers did beat them when we traded for Luca. I remember there was a matchup during the when I think it was Luca was on the team, I believe. So yeah, I know. Let's see here. All right, October going into November. Yeah, there we go. So in October, yeah, it was the first game we beat them. Second time, let's see here. None in November. December, by the way, yeah, we did lose to them in Minnesota. That was when Anthony Davis was on the team, by the way. Let's see here. Then we lost to them again. Okay. They lost by like 10 points in that game. Uh, let's see here. There's got to be some other matchups that we did beat them. Okay, this is not looking good. Okay. All right. Oh, we did beat them. We did beat them February 27th. I believe Luca was on the team at the time. Yeah, so that was a good one there. And then yeah, that was the only matchup that we did face them. And that was the last time. Yeah, so I guess 2-2 I guess you could say, when it came to facing them in the regular season. Um, I want to see that matchup, by the way, back in February. Um, let's see how that turned out. Okay, LeBron led the team there, 33 points in that particular game. Austin Reeves played like really good in that game as well. Um, Luka Doncic put up 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists in that game. I just want to see, was there any reason why they won that game? I'm trying to remember. Did Anthony Edwards get fouled out in the game or something? No, I don't think so. Um, yeah, they were just outplayed. Uh, yeah, just looking at let's see here. But regardless of that, guys, regardless, this is going to be the playoffs now. I mean, the Lakers are going to go into a matchup where they have opportunity. They have really a good opportunity to really show that they are capable of beating the Minnesota Timberwolves for sure when it comes to all said and done. I have full confidence, honestly. It's all a matter of the Lakers showing that mindset going into those particular matchup for sure. Because I don't think the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to take a back seat here. I mean, I think they're going to show some confidence and show the capabilities of going toe to toe with the Lakers. This no matter who is on the team, especially when it comes to Luca and LeBron James on the team. So no doubt about it. I mean, this is Anthony Edwards' opportunity to really make a name for himself to facing Luca and of course, LeBron James. And there's been talks. I mean, even when most people were saying that who's going to be the next face of the NBA, they included that Anthony Edwards will be that guy after LeBron James retires. And that could be the guy, for the many years to come. But, when it came to the idea of that maybe Luca could be another guy that could be the face of the NBA. Makes a lot of conversations really start to turn when it comes to that type of conversation. So it's all up to Luca. It's all up to Anthony Edwards to make that type of statement in the NBA when it comes down to it. So I am really, guys, so excited to see what this Lakers team is able to be going into this playoff series. They have a week off, so that's good news for the Lakers, especially for LeBron and even Luca too, to rest up and be ready to go. Even Rui Hachimura, who recently just returned from injury, I believe, but gives him more opportunities to rest up as well. All the Lakers really, and to practice, watch some films, go see who are they facing in the first round in the Minnesota Timberwolves. What's their what's their weakness? What's their highs? What's their lows? So this is their opportunity to go into this week off and obviously be ready to go for um, the matchup against the Timberwolves when it comes all said and done. So I am so excited, guys, to see what this Lakers team is capable of being. And guys, it's just an exciting time. Postseason is just such a good opportunity to see what the Lakers are in the regular season compared to the postseason. Now, there's obviously some flaws when it comes to the Lakers and this roster going into this postseason. I mean, number one thing is size. The Lakers don't have a pure center that can obviously work well with Luca and LeBron James. When it comes down to it, there is the type of ideas that maybe, um, you know, Jackson Hayes could carry that load and be ready. I mean, this is his opportunity to show what he's made of. I mean, I think he is in a contract situation going into um, the off season. So will be his opportunity to potentially get paid. And if he shows up in the playoffs, and with his size and his ability going toe to toe with Rudy Gobert and all those potential bigs on the Timberwolves, then this is opportunity for sure. I want him to show up in the game in the postseason. And obviously, we're going to see Luca. We're going to see LeBron for sure. They're going to show up when it comes down to it, especially for Luca, who just last year was just in the NBA Finals. So this is his opportunity to, I don't know, do it again somehow. So this is his opportunity for sure to make his name for himself as the true face of the Lakers when LeBron leaves. This is his opportunity going into the postseason. And LeBron is LeBron. I think for the past maybe couple of weeks, he has not been himself. There's no doubt about it. His opportunity to, make a huge push because I think this year and maybe next year could question if somehow LeBron could be his last year or could be his opportunity to say, hey, I'm passing the torch to Luca. He'll be the number one guy for the Lakers moving forward. And it kind of seems is heading in that direction. I mean, past couple of games, as I mentioned, LeBron has been dealing with injury. The groin, I think that groin injury is still bothering him. So, and lately we've been seeing more out of Luca as being the offensive attack guy, leading the Lakers in offense and all that. So this is his opportunity. This is his opportunity to really show that he is the guy. He is the face of the Lakers, and he will take over this Lakers team when it comes all said and done. When LeBron James retires or just leaves the Lakers, whatever his future will be after the Lakers. So, but you have that, and then as I mentioned with Jackson Hayes, he's going to be the guy, hopefully, to show up in the postseason as the only big really that can go toe to toe, hopefully against Rudy Gobert and the rest of the bigs that's on the Timberwolves. But there's no doubt. I mean, Jared Vanderbilt is going to be the guy for sure. Potentially going to bring a lot of energy and a lot of abilities, and his what he's been doing for the past since his return in January from injury. He's been nothing but a sensational player to have on this Lakers team, especially on the defensive side, and his athleticism and speed. There's no doubt about it. He's going to be a big help for the Lakers when it comes down to size and ability to guard and play defense. When it comes to facing a guy like Rudy Gobert, who's basically the guy for the Timberwolves on the defensive side of the ball, along with also the guy that you see on the screen, and that is Julius Randle. So he's going to get a lot of opportunities when it comes to attacking the rim, and what the Lakers' weakness is not having a true big other than Jackson Hayes to protect the rim and play big size against the Timberwolves. So that's obviously really going to hurt the Lakers. That's why I hope going into the offseason, number one priority is to get a center, to get a big, to pair up well next to Luca, and for the future to come with Luca as well. So that could potentially happen with visa trade, maybe, but maybe when it comes to free agency, somebody who could be available that could be a decent big that can be a possible replacement for Jackson Hayes, or maybe they'll bring back Jackson Hayes, but I don't know. I don't know. It sort of makes me see what Rob Pelinka will be doing in the offseason, but there's no doubt about it. Priorities will be getting the best players around Luca for the future, along with maybe LeBron for just that maybe 1 or 2 years left that he has left, as NBA player at age 40. It's just sort of makes me seen. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the matchup, guys, I went on that tangent there, but it's the reality. The Lakers don't really have a big to go one on one with with Rudy Gobert. So that's another weakness that the Lakers do have ahead of them when it comes all said and done. And then like I mentioned, Jared Vanderbilt is another guy that could really give the Timberwolves a run of their money when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. I already mentioned Dorian Finney-Smith. I think he can obviously go toe-to-toe with Anthony Edwards on the defensive side of the ball, slow him down in his ability to potentially not go off on the Lakers in this series. We'll see what else. When it comes down to it, it is something that Lakers have to, or no, the Timberwolves have to really look forward to when it comes down to that type of sorry guys, I'm just want to see. There we go. There I am. Okay. For some reason my phone was off. But let's see here. When it comes down to it, it was the Dorian Finney Smith, uh Rui Hachimura. He's going to be also a good X factor for the Lakers as well, along with Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves and his breakout season, for me, hopefully it translates going into the postseason. Yeah, and we kind of saw it in the past as well. I mean, when Austin Reeves a couple of years ago, was lighting up with threes and playing great offensively for us. He lets it up, and I think he's going to do the same. Hopefully, going into this postseason, without a doubt. So, you have that potentially going into the postseason. And I have no doubt, I think he's going to show up for sure in these matchups, especially against his Team USA teammate against, Anthony Edwards when it comes all said and done. So, no doubt about it. I think we're going to see a lot from him for sure. Hopefully, going into that for sure. So, this series for sure. So Austin Reeves, I think, is going to show up for sure. You also have let's see, Rui Hachimura, his offense, his shooting, and a bit of his defense. He can play defense too, but I think more than anything, we could see those potential guys showing up as well. I already mentioned LeBron. I already mentioned Luca. Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent. More than anything, we're going to see um, hopefully playoff Gabe, the Miami Heat playoff Gabe, when it comes down to his defense and his ability to shoot, being that 3-and-D player that the Lakers, the reason they signed him in the first place was because of those abilities that he brought to the table against, the Nuggets and also just a couple of years ago where I think did the Miami Heat reach the finals again? I might be mistaken, but I think it was against the Lakers in 2020. I might be mistaken, but yeah, I mean his ability to play, playoff Gabe will be the opportunity to see for sure going into the postseason. That's going to be all eyes being drawn to him, when it comes all said and done. So really looking forward to that, guys. I am just so excited for the playoffs to finally begin. The regular season is finally over after the lows, the downs, the highs and lows. I mean, it's finally over. The Lakers are now in the postseason, and make no mistake, I will be going live every single Lakers post game show of the NBA playoffs for the Lakers. Really looking forward to that, giving my analysis and thoughts about the first round selection. And just in general, hopefully Lakers will go further into the playoffs for me to continue to give you guys content of the Lakers and the postseason uh, playoffs, especially now against the Timberwolves. And this is really going to be a good matchup. I mean, there's that fear factor that we could potentially face the Warriors. And that was kind of my fear too, especially, with Jimmy now added onto the team. And the last time we faced them, it was not the best showing from the Lakers. But, more than anything, I am, excited now that, we're facing a different opponent that we did beat in the past. And I know it's a 2-2 record of the regular season when it comes to the Timberwolves versus the Lakers, but I think more than anything, with a motivated LeBron, motivated Luca, and the rest of the team going into the first round of the postseason, with them being, rested for a week and not playing in the play-in. I mean, this is going to be a very fun series. I'm just so excited to break this all down with you guys once um, the playoffs begins and the matchup begins next week, or week after when the Lakers rest up when it comes to all said and done. Because obviously we have to get through the play-in and see who OKC, I believe also the Houston Rockets will know who they face once the playoffs actually begin. So we had to set the way for them. But good news for the Lakers. We're going to rest up. Hopefully, they rest up and also practice, watch some tape, what the Timberwolves are all about. Because the good thing about the playoffs is that you'll face the team numerous times in a series. So this is a good opportunity for them to watch videos, watch tape, all that. And also for JJ being the first time head coach, and also for him to be ready to go to coach in the postseason compared to the regular season. So this is going to be all new for him when it comes all said and done. So exciting time. It's going to be an exciting time when it comes to the Lakers and the postseason. And now more than ever, the postseason is what it's all about. Regular season is great and all, but when it comes to postseason time, the number one goal for Lakers, and it's always been that way, is championships. Now, can they pull it off? It sort of remains to be seen with how the roster is constructed and what now Luka on the team and all that. Can they do it? Sort of remains to be seen. Really looking forward to that, guys. So excited to break this all down for you once the playoffs begins and the matchup between the Lakers versus the Timberwolves will begin, hopefully, um, after the playing is over and the actual playoffs begin next week. So really looking forward to that. Really am so excited. So excited for the postseason, guys. I'm so excited for it, man. So giddy. uh, but yeah, let's read some of the comments here before I end this live stream. Once again, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Daniel, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, Lakers in 5. Yeah, I really can't wait to what Shannon Sharp's going to say on Monday. Is there a new rhyming with a and Lakers in 5 scenario, or maybe Lakers in 6 or 4? I mean, I'm really looking forward to that, what he's going to say, and no doubt about it. It's going to be fun to hear. What's up to you too, Daniel? Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you also for joining me throughout the regular season. You've been the number one guy on here, and I'm really appreciate the love support that you've shown me all over social media and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. Really appreciate it, and hopefully it continues with your appreciation. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. Let's read more from Daniel. Um, Should be a pretty easy series. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, this is an opportunity for the Lakers to really make a name in the postseason for themselves and show what they're made of, and they can go toe to toe with the Houston Rockets, with the OKC Thunder. They beat the Thunder once for sure, and then there was uh, the Houston Rockets twice now. They did lose them when we had Anthony Davis, when we went on that road trip in Texas, and we lost both games in Texas. I believe it was like back in January, I believe. I might be mistaken. But, there was that matchup for sure. But the Lakers, after getting Luka, they beat them twice now. They beat the number 2 seed twice, and they beat the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in OKC once. They could have beaten them the second time if it wasn't for that ejection by that ref for Luka. That could have been an opportunity for the Lakers to get that potential competitive win, which it was. It was competitive. The third quarter came about, and the Lakers showed up in that particular quarter. But when it came to the fourth, sure they were struggling, but the Lakers were up by 1 before Luka got ejected. So that could be a matchup for sure if the Lakers just keep that mindset, get through the first round, hopefully beat the Houston Rockets in the second round. And then when it comes to Western Conference, hopefully scenario, they faced OKC before, and they are a young team. They're still learning the ropes, of how to be a good team in the postseason. But they're young still. We have experience on our side with Luca, with LeBron. I mean, the list goes on. Rui, he's been in the playoffs before. Austin Reeves, all of them have. So, this is an opportunity. I mean, let's just get through this easy series against the Timberwolves, hopefully. Hopefully it is an easy series. We don't want to have a scenario where last year when the Timberwolves were in the playoffs, they just went on a tear, and they were a young team. They were a young team going into those series. they beat the reigning champs in the Denver Nuggets in the second round. They got through the first round pretty easy. I think who they faced, was it the Memphis Grizzlies or something? I might be mistaken. Was it the Warriors? I think I don't know, but they got through that. They got through the Denver Nuggets in the second round, and then when they came to the Western Conference, it was Dallas, and guess who's on that team? Luca, and Luca showed up in those series in the conference finals, and this is an opportunity for Luca to meet his the guy who he eliminated in the conference and say, "I'll do it again," but in the first round when it comes to Anthony Edwards. So, no doubt about it, Daniel. I really believe that this is going to be an easy series, hopefully, and just everyone needs to show up in that series for sure. That's why. That's why I hope, hopefully. So, really looking forward to that. Only Ant can catch fire. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea. I mean, that's why I'm hoping that once JJ Redick really looks into the potential players that can go toe to toe or just give Anthony Edwards the run of his money throughout the series. My hope is, and my idea of a potential, one on one, you know, matchup in this series could be Dorian Finney-Smith, could be LeBron, or it could be Luka. But I think Luka's going to lead the Lakers in the offense more than anything, and be that scorer slash shooter and leading the Lakers and all that. But when it comes down to defensively, it just sort of depends. It could be Dorian Finney-Smith. It could be Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, just defense. Defense is the key to stopping Anthony Edwards. He's going to be in attack mode when it comes to offense and scoring and just his speed and his athleticism. I mean, I think he's going to have a similar postseason scenario that we saw from him last year, where he just went on a tear and just all conversations were pointing that he's going to be the next Michael Jordan slash Kobe type of comparison type of vibe. And I mean, I like a good entertainment in the postseason. So I would love to see that from Anthony Edwards as a guy who's a fan of his. And but at the same time, I mean, when it comes down to it, I think the Lakers have the formula of stopping Anthony Edwards when it comes all said and done. I think it's pretty easy to contain Rudy Gobert and even Julius Randle too. But there's going to be times where Julius Randle is going to be like Anthony Edwards and just score on the Lakers when he has an opportunity. So that's why I hope the Lakers tighten up their defense when it comes down to this team. Hopefully, going into the postseason when it comes all said and done. When it comes all said and done, hopefully. Let's see. Luka owns the Wolves. Yeah, that's why I went back when you mentioned it's going to be an easy series, Daniel. Yeah, I mean, that's why Anthony Edwards, when it comes all said and done in the Timberwolves, they're going to face Luka again, and it's going to be in the first round. Luka did it once. Hopefully, he does it again when he does face them in the first round as a Los Angeles Lakers. So the key, sure, it's going to be Luka, no doubt about it. But still, the Lakers, all of us, all the Lakers on this team has to show up when it comes down to the defensive efforts from Dorian Finney-Smith, from Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes. Okay, Jackson Hayes. I think more than anything, this is his moment going into the postseason. He's in a contract situation. If he wants to get paid, if he wants to get some looks, he wants to get some people draw eyes on him when it comes to the postseason, to either if it's the Lakers or someone else, he needs to show up in these series. And everyone needs to. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. I think LeBron and sorry, not Rui, Luka, they're already ready to go for the postseason, especially for Luka, because facing a team like the Timberwolves again that he eliminated in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, this is his opportunity again to do it again. So no doubt about it. He owned them once. he did own them, in the regular season when they faced them the last time. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, this is the Lakers' opportunity, guys. Hopefully they show up. Hopefully they do and dominate against the Timberwolves, especially with them having home court advantage to begin this series. So hopefully they go 2-0 in the start of the series, and hopefully steal a win in Minnesota. I think they did it once, I believe, this series, or no, in the regular season, excuse me. But we just have to wait and see about that. Hopefully. Uh, Wolves playoffs have been bad. Um, no, I'm sorry, sorry, Daniel. I think I disagree with you on that. When it came to that last year run, they were dominating. When it came to having call Anthony Towns at the time, sure, they depleted for sure after that trade to the Knicks. No doubt about it. They are a whole different team this year. But when it comes down to Anthony Edwards and his mindset, and his ability to go on fire, when it comes to facing every single team, especially in the postseason, no doubt about it. I think they're gonna give the Lakers a run of their money for sure. Did say the Lakers could give Anthony Davis a run of their money, but he could do the same to the Lakers. I mean, I really feel it. I really truly feel that. So, no doubt about it. I mean, I disagree with you on that, Daniel. I think there's going to be some aggressiveness and toughness coming out of the Wolves, but at the end of the day, I think the Lakers are capable of containing them, especially when it comes to Luca. So, if Luca shows up and dominates in the first round, along with everyone else, Austin Reeves, Rui, all of them, they're shooting the defensive side when it comes to Dorian Finney-Smith and Jared Vanderbilt and Jackson Hayes and LeBron and everyone that shows up defensively. I think the Lakers are capable of beating the Timberwolves in the first round, and this is an easy, winnable matchup. I really believe so, guys, and especially with how you know Rudy Gobert has been playing in the regular season, not been that guy that is worthy of his contract. So there's just uh, opportunities for the Lakers to potentially have an easy run in the first round. Hopefully, they can achieve that. But don't sleep on the Wolves. I really think they have the capability of potentially giving the Lakers a run of their money in the first round when it comes all said and done. But with a lot of rest and then watching film and seeing what's the weaknesses and how they contain Anthony Edwards, even Julius Randle too, and the rest of the team on the Timberwolves, I think Lakers are capable of containing them. I really believe so. But just don't sleep on the Wolves. Last time we slept on somebody, when it comes to um, the regular season or just any matchups throughout the regular season. Things obviously did not turn out too well for the Lakers, and I'm telling you, I'm glad the regular season is over because looking back and seeing certain matchups in the regular season, there should have been some winnable ones. Even when Luka was on the team and everyone was healthy at the time, there's a lot of teams the Lakers did sleep on. Brooklyn Nets, the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, there was some matchups that the Lakers could have got some easy wins. That's why they struggled the way they did at the finish line. But at the same time, they got a seed. They got a seed in the Western Conference and exactly what they wanted and got home court advantage. But there was a price, guys. I mean, they struggled throughout at the end. So like I said, I just hope the Lakers do not sleep on the Timberwolves and just take a seat back and just allow the game to go naturally and just end up winning the games. I mean, hopefully they show up and play great and dominate and show the Western Conference teams in the postseason that they are not a team to be slept on. So that's my hope for the Lakers. So, and vice versa. Lakers have to not sleep on the Timberwolves. Hopefully, going into the postseason. Um, yeah, Gobert. I fear. Yeah, I mean the size, the size and his defense, his rebounding, his blocks. That's something to fear for sure. That's why I hope when it comes to um, our defensive players that they not just only contain Anthony Edwards, but they also have to contain Rudy Gobert on the defensive side of the ball. That's why I'm hoping Jackson Hayes will show up defensively and guarding and defending against Rudy Gobert. Um, there's also Dorian Finney-Smith as well, and just other big players there are on this Lakers team. I mean, that have size, but they're not actual bigs. I mean, you know that about it. I mean, we don't have bigs on this team. The only big is Jackson Hayes, who's at the center position. But when you look at the rest of them, I mean, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson, sorry, yeah, Jackson Hayes too, and um, man, the name escapes me. Dorian Finney-Smith, even LeBron James. I mean, those are the 6'9", 6'10" type of players that we have on the team that can bring size, but not actual bigs that could potentially contain Rudy Gobert, hopefully, on the defensive side. But, we just have to wait and see about that because that's the only thing that's really hurts the Lakers on this roster, and especially going into this postseason. That most of the time we're going to see the Lakers play. I don't want to say they play small because, like I said, we have some 6'9", 6'10" players that are capable of going toe to toe with the bigs in the Western Conference. When it comes all said and done. But hopefully they show up. Hopefully they show up. Hopefully. Let's see here. Samurai Beast Warrior. It's not looking good for the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with them. For some reason, they lost. Couple, I think yesterday. I forgot who they faced, but they didn't score at all. I'm not sure what's going on with them. So hopefully they get their act together because they are the reigning champs. So hopefully all expectations going into that, going into this season was that they are a team to be reckoned with. But for some reason, if they're losing games like they did yesterday, and I'm not sure, did they play today? I was so focused on who we're facing for the for the sixth seed that I haven't really checked if they were playing today. I think they did, right? I just want to make sure. Uh, let's see here. See here. Yeah, they lost to the Cubs. Come on, man. Anyway, I think they will get their act together. The season is still young for the for baseball and of course for the Dodgers. So hopefully things start to turn around for them. Hopefully very soon. And you know, hopefully they get their act together because they shouldn't lost. They shouldn't lose to the Cubs like that, especially when it came to yesterday's game. Yeah, they completely got annihilated against the Cubs 16-0. That's mess. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. So, um, hopefully that changes very soon. Hopefully. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Daniel, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's early. It's the season just started, so I think they'll get their act together. Sure, they had a really good, strong start, but still, it's still the season is young. It's early. They will get their act together, no doubt about it. Okay, you guys are going back and forth. True. Okay, okay. You guys are agreeing to disagree. All right, all right. I love it. I love it. I love the conversations we have on here. They're all good and positive. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Daniel, I'm happy to face Minnesota and not Curry or Jokic. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. No doubt about it. Um, there's obviously that fear factor when you face the Warriors, especially recently when we lost to them. Uh, Jimmy Butler has made a huge difference on the Warriors. Let's just be really honest here. Since that trade for Jimmy to the Warriors, things obviously went in a positive direction for that franchise, the organization, for Steph Curry and all them. There's no doubt about it. They have been in a they really turned their season around for the better. I mean, they were obviously before the trade happened, they were like what, the 10th seed, the 12th seed in the Western Conference. There was some sort of life before that trade was going on, but still they weren't in the great position. Even the Lakers, too. So both teams really turned their season around for the better when it came to those particular trades. And I'm glad that we made the trade. I mean, obviously for us, getting Luca, one of the greatest trades in NBA history, was a bit of a good thing for sure. And when it came down to it, the idea that we could have faced them in the playoffs, it kind of gave me a little scarce moment for sure. I mean, I know Steph Curry, champion, future Hall of Famer, the greatest shooter of all time, will give the Lakers a run of their money when it comes to facing them in the postseason. If that was the case in the first round, all signs were indicating that it was going to be that reality. But I guess you could say this, and this is the only time I'll give the Clippers a compliment here on this platform, on this channel, as being a Laker fan. We have to give them a lot of credit. I mean, kudos to the Clippers for beating the Warriors, or no, yeah, was it the Warriors? Yeah, beating the Warriors in today's games. It was a good matchup for sure. They went toe to toe, back and forth, and it was a good overtime, end of the season game, and it was exciting for sure. And guess give some credit to the Clippers. They basically dropped the Warriors down to the play-in. So give them love, guys. Give them credit for that. Okay, don't give them love just because they for the end of time for what they did. No, I mean, give them their flowers, but then move on and let's root for the Lakers at the end of the day. So when it comes down to it, but yeah, I mean the Warriors and the Steph Curry, great to not see them in the first round. Thank goodness for the Clippers for that. But also Denver. I think Denver more than anything would have been I don't want to say a better matchup because their defense has really been declining, probably for quite some time now. Now, obviously, things are started to turn around for them since the firing of Mike Malone, but still, with anything, guys, don't underestimate the Denver Nuggets. I think they will show up in the postseason, but anything could happen. Really, anything could happen when it comes all said and done. Um, but I think defensively, it kind of taken a decline, which is could potentially help the Lakers out, you know, for them to play better defensively when it comes to facing the Denver Nuggets. But, we just have to wait and see about that. It sort of remains to be seen if they're able to pull that off. But yeah, I'm glad we're facing the Timberwolves in the first round. I think more than anything, we could just go toe to toe with them and beat them in these series. So it just sort of remains to be seen for us to pull that off. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy too. We're facing Minnesota over Curry and Jokic for sure. I mean, this is a good matchup. Really looking forward to it. Turbo, welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Lakers better beat the Timberwolves. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I think the Lakers are capable of beating the Timberwolves. I mean, sure, the regular season we're 2-2 in certain matchups in the regular season, but I think when it comes to postseason time and Luca on the team and what he did to them, last year in the postseason, in the Western Conference Finals. I think Luca will be ready to go to face Anthony Edwards, and along with everyone else on the team. I just hope everyone shows up. That's my hope. Hopefully, when it comes all said and done. So that's my hope. The Timberwolves don't scare me. Yeah, I mean they don't scare me either. So, and I think every single Laker who are happy that we are facing the Timberwolves in the first round. when it comes to all said and done. So really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to the matchup. I'm so excited for the postseason to begin. I'm glad the regular season is over. And, guys, it's just the reason I'm saying I'm glad is, like I said, this season has been very weird for the Lakers. We had Anthony Davis, and it was just some highs, some lows, some good things, some bad things. At one point, we went on a 6-game winning streak with Anthony Davis on the team at the time, back in like November. Then, when the Orlando Magic game began, we went on a losing streak for quite some time. And then the Lakers started to win again. And it's just like, it was such you know, that's why I was glad that Rob Pelinka finally pulled the trigger on the trade for Dorian Finney-Smith. It kind of, turned around for the better at one point. But then once we made that Luka trade, things started to look brighter for the Lakers. But at the same time, we did lose some easy winnable games. That's why the Lakers struggled the way they did at the end of the finish line of the regular season, losing some easy winnable games that they should have been. The Brooklyn Nets game, the Charlotte Hornets game. I mean, I'm trying to remember some other easy winnable matchups. Oh, the Chicago Bulls game. Hello. That should have been an easy winnable game matchups that the Lakers could have beaten, but they didn't. But when it comes to facing some top teams, they're able to beat. But when it comes to easy winnable games, their teams are not in the playoffs or in the play-in type scenario, they just completely fall apart. They completely fall apart when it comes to those certain matchups. So I'm just glad this regular season is over, so the Lakers can focus on the postseason, but at the same time focus on the future next year going into the postseason to get some good rotational players, size when it comes to adding bigs, center specifically. So we just have to wait and see what's Rob Pelinka's plan in the offseason. But first, let's get through the postseason and hopefully beat the Timberwolves in the first round. And maybe we can go further into the postseason, hopefully. We just have to wait and see. Rockets don't scare me too. They don't scare me either. We beat them twice at the end of these couple of games into the regular season. I think the Lakers are capable of beating another team that's young too. I mean, they just correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Last year they weren't in the playoffs, right? I don't think they were in the playoffs. So this is their only time that they have reached the playoffs. Um, Ime Udoka is a really good coach, but Jalen Green, he's still learning the ropes. Still a young player, similar to what Anthony Edwards is. Along with like the Timberwolves, sorry, not the Timberwolves, OKC Thunders, they are a young team too. So most of the teams that are in the postseason, from OKC, the Rockets, the Timberwolves, they are still a young team. So I think the Lakers are capable of beating the Rockets too. So if we can get past the first round, the likelihood matchup in the second round will be the Houston Rockets. So hopefully Lakers will just show up. And like I said before in my analysis of this live stream, don't sleep on the Timberwolves. I mean, I know we should not be scared of beating the Timberwolves, but at the same time, I hope the Lakers don't take their foot off the pedal and just show that they are not taking a back seat to this team. I want them to be at 100%, watch film, see their weaknesses, and just take full advantage of it. Because, like I said, Timberwolves, they are not a team to sleep on, but at the same time, they are capable of beating. So, you know, that's just my opinion when it comes down to that. So, hopefully that mindset will be on the Lakers going into the postseason, facing the Timberwolves in the first round. And the Rockets are in that similar situation. So don't sleep on any of these teams in the postseason. If the Lakers want to win a championship, the mindset is to win and not sleep on anybody, no matter what seed they are, how they played in the regular season. I mean, we saw last year, Timberwolves were nowhere near of being a Western Conference final appearance. The mindset was going to be the Nuggets and could be the Dallas, no, even the Dallas Mavericks too. They weren't even that in the conversation. It was also OKC too. So last year that could have been that team, but they were a young team as well, and they still are. So you know the Lakers just have to show up. They just have to show up and don't sleep on any of these teams going into the postseason, especially the Timberwolves. So Jokic scares me a little. Yeah, I mean, he's a former champion, won a championship in two years ago. You know, the reason they haven't been that great of a team for the past 2 years is because of the bad rotations that they didn't make any moves in the off season. The only moves they actually made, that's why the GM got fired along with Mike Malone. So I can understand the GM being fired, but Mike Malone, I don't know why they fired him. But anyway, that's their decision, whatever. But still, when it comes to personnel and just players on the rotations, they have not had the great success of building a good rotational team around Jokic. Uh, you know, but still, when it comes to postseason time, I think Jokic is capable of going crazy or going helm really against any team in the postseason. But I'm glad we don't have to face them, in the first round. So I think it's the LA Clippers, right? They faced the Denver Nuggets in the first round. So I guess we're rooting for the Clippers in the first round, but we just have to wait and see about that because I don't know. We just have to wait and see because I don't want to see the Denver Nuggets potentially going in the second round, and if they're able to beat OKC in the second round, and hopefully, if they go in, not hopefully, but I mean like if the OKC is capable of containing the Denver Nuggets, I mean, if anything, I want in the Western Conference OKC because we're able to beat them, and there was a close game, in that second matchup, but I don't know. Jokic for sure. I There's nothing for sure, Daniel, for us to be scared about. But when it comes to Jokic, it's something to really think about for sure. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for the continued love and support. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope Clippers win. Yeah, I hope so too. Hopefully they can beat the Denver Nuggets in the first round because it gives the Lakers opportunity if they beat the Timberwolves, go into the second round and they're able to beat the Houston Rockets again like they did in the regular season. The only opponent that they can be able to beat is OKC. They did it before. They did it before with all the teams, all the players being healthy. I mean, all that. So, um, this is the opportunity for the Lakers to show they can do it in the regular season. They can do it again in the postseason. So, that's the mentality. Hopefully, they can do so going into the postseason. But I mean, yeah, I'm rooting for the Clippers against the Denver Nuggets, for sure. But yeah, I mean, but when it comes to further into the playoffs, hopefully somebody knocks them out. So that's just me. But yeah, I mean, I think we're all rooting for the Clippers against the Denver Nuggets. When it comes all said and done. Turbo. Okay, no, sorry, excuse me. Jokic, don't scare me. Even since Jokic won his first championship, he won't win another one. Jokic got his coach fired, Malone. That's why he's getting a run of his mouth about the Lakers. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't really understand why they fired him. I mean, Mike Malone is such a good coach. He's going to get a job opportunity without a doubt. Um, if anything, if I want to think about what teams should look for Mike Malone, uh, man, the team escapes me. It was just in my head, but there's no doubt about it. Mike Malone is going to get a head coaching job opportunity um, wherever he goes right away. He's the number one top candidate in the off season for a job opening when it comes all said and done. So, oh yeah, the Spurs. Spurs is a perfect matchup for Mike Malone to coach in. Now, it sort of makes me seen for Greg Popovich if he's able to coach. It's kind of seems that they're leaning to the point that they're going to move on with Greg Popovich and look for a different face. He's part of that Greg Popovich tree, so familiarity is there when it comes to Mike Malone and Greg Popovich and all that. So that's a good destination for him if the Spurs wants to move on from um, Greg Popovich. So, I mean, that's just me. But yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I think Jokic really was the reason why he got fired. I mean, the guy was doing well. I don't know why they fired a good winning record in what I heard, uh, the best winning record in Nuggets history. So that just shows you a guy who won you a championship for the first time in franchise history. I mean, that's the weird part. They a first team ever to win a championship in NBA history, and the coach got fired in 2 years because of it. I mean, I just don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Pathetic. That's what it is. And if I don't think nobody should be scared of Jokic, going into the postseason, especially now what they are and what they look like now after firing Mike Malone. So hopefully that doesn't become the reality for the Lakers to be scared of facing Jokic if they go further into the playoffs by eliminating OKC and of course the Clippers. If the Lakers are able to face them again in the Western Conference Finals, they did it before. They beat them and there was that one matchup that was so close. I think it was only Anthony. No, not Anthony. What was his name? Oh my God, the name escapes me. Oh, Austin Reeves. When LeBron and Luca was sitting out, there was that close game. If it wasn't for that ref calling that foul and Jamal Murray making that shot, I think the Lakers could have beaten the Denver Nuggets in that particular matchup a couple of months ago. But they did it again. They beat them one. They beat them again for sure. So, uh, but yeah, I, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So, for sure. So, let's see here from Turbo. Let's read this comment here. Luka Doncic will show Edwards what's up. Oh yeah, he did it before. He would do it again. No doubt about it. He's gonna show up for sure against them going into this postseason in the first round. He did it once in the Western Conference Finals against them. He can do it again against uh, Anthony Edwards as a Los Angeles Laker with LeBron James on his team, along with the rest of them. Austin Reeves, Rui. We're all hopefully everyone shows up. Everyone needs to show up in the first round. And don't underestimate the Timberwolves, guys. Anthony Edwards is a beast, but he's able to be contained. He's able to be contained with the right defense and the right mindset going into this postseason in the first round. Um, I just hope all of them show up, hopefully. Anthony Davis is a joke. I don't think he's a joke, guys. Anthony I keep saying Anthony Edwards. Anthony Davis, for me, guys, he's still one of my favorite players in as a Los Angeles Laker. I mean, even I don't know. I just really miss him. I really do, guys. As much as I, wanted Luca, in any given moment, any team, if Luca was on the table and you had to give up a star player, you make that trade right away. I mean, Lakers and Rob Pelinka, he made the right move. No doubt about it. But I miss Anthony Davis. I really do. I miss Anthony Davis. He was great for us for the past 6 years. Sure, he was just a second option to LeBron James, and he did win us a championship. Let's give him credit for that, guys. 2020 championship in his first year as a Los Angeles Laker. There were moments where he put up some big numbers and amazes us every single year when it comes to opportunities to be named MVP and all that. But guys, still, I mean, Anthony Davis for me is still one of my favorite players as a Los Angeles Laker, and I wish him nothing but success with the Dallas Mavericks. Um, he is in the play-in, so if there's an opportunity for him to really ball out in the play-in and go, potentially who they face, they could face the Cavaliers in the first. No, my fault. They're the Western Conference. My fault. It could be OKC, it could be Houston, but I don't know. For me, I'm rooting for him nothing but success. But you know, I'm glad we got Luca. That's what all I have to say. But I don't think he's a joke, guys. Let's show some respect for Anthony Davis. He did a lot for this Lakers team in the past 6 years, and did a lot. Showed some abilities at times where he can be the number one option for the team. And but it's just we needed a different change. Sure, I did not see this coming. We all didn't see that coming, but you know, in exchange, we got Luka Doncic. So anybody would have made that trade without a doubt. I don't feel sorry for Anthony Davis. That's what he gets for not stepping up for the Lakers when we needed him. Yeah, there were times. I mean, I get it. I really do get it. But when he did step up at times and did show up, he was honestly one of the best Lakers on the team at times. Even when LeBron James was not showing up, I mean, he showed up at times, but we just needed that other LeBron James esque type of player, and now we got him in Luka Doncic. So hopefully he shows up and dominates, and becomes the next face as a Los Angeles Laker when it comes to Luka. But I'm still rooting the success for for Anthony Davis in Dallas, and hopefully the fan base there will show their appreciation for Anthony Davis. So hopefully moving forward. So really looking forward to that. So Turbo Dallas going down to yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, when it comes down to it, yeah, I mean that's going to be the matchup for sure, and it could be elimination for the Dallas Mavericks if it is the Sacramento Kings. So it just sort of remains to be seen. You know, Kyrie Irving is not back; he's out for the season. But if Anthony Davis is able to, show up in that matchup and dominate, I mean that could be an opportunity. That could be an opportunity for the Dallas Mavericks to, and especially the fan base, to see what Anthony Davis is capable of. So, but we just have to wait and see. But you know, if Turbo's against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks, so I guess you're rooting for the Sacramento Kings then to beat the Dallas Mavericks. So, like Social Johnson 84 says it, yeah. I mean probably that's probably true. So. Let's read some more comments here before I end this live stream. We're getting oh man, we're getting close to the oh man, 1 hour. Guys, thank you so much for the engagement we have on here. Thank you so much. I'm hopefully ending this live stream pretty soon, so bear with me, guys. I will be ending it very soon. But again, I thank you all for all the comments and the connection that we have on here. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. Right from Turbo, Luka Doncic will win multiple championships and be a Laker Hall of Famer for the Lakers, not the Mavericks. No doubt about it. No, absolutely, I agree with you. He, he's part of the Lakers' future for the next 10 to 12 years. The guy is a generational talent, and the Dallas Mavericks made a huge mistake by training with the Los Angeles Lakers. Ruined their fan base and and they're still mad. So there's no doubt about it. Luka Doncic is one of the greatest, uh, players to ever play the game, and he's still young, still is in his prime. So he's able to make a lot of difference on this Lakers team, and could win multiple championships with this Lakers team, even after LeBron James retires. So my hope is that Rob Pelinka, though, does his homework and makes sure to get the right pieces in the offseason, get it big that will fit well with Luca, and obviously will, you know, help us as a team, really. And obviously, just with Luca on the team and LeBron on the team on the Lakers, this is going to be a great destination for a lot of free agents. So, no doubt about it. I believe that with players seeing what Luca is capable of being as a Laker and can able to win a championship multiple times with the Lakers, um, it's going to be a destination for a lot of free agents, top free agents for sure, to join Luca and LeBron, and even after when LeBron James retires. So, you know, he's our future. He's the face of the Lakers, without a doubt. I agree with you on that, Turbo. No doubt about it. Daniel, Westbrook gets so many coaches fired. Um, but yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I also heard a story. I mean, before I'm gonna end this live stream pretty soon, guys, so bear with me. But when it comes down to it, I heard that you know Mike Malone, the reason that he got fired was not just because of the unhappiness of you know uh, Nikola Jokic, but it was because he defended Russell Westbrook as a player and as a part of this of the Nuggets team, and for him to get more opportunities than most others on the Denver Nuggets. So I found that very surprising if that is true, but at the same time, I mean, it's like, so I guess Russell Westbrook was the reason why Mike Malone lost his job. I mean, I'm not sure. So whose fault was it that he got fired for no reason? Was it Jokic or was it Westbrook? I don't know. I don't know. So it's kind of funny if that is the reality, but you know, um, I don't know. It's just so interesting that that is could be the reason. So I mean, you know, we can all think, we could speculate and all that, but you know, all I know is it was a bad mistake to fire Mike Malone. He was a great coach. He won you a championship for your city a couple of years ago. You would think you would keep him on for another year or two just to establish that you kept a head coach for that long. There's that history of past couple of years. I mean, even the Lakers did it with Frank Vogel. That when you win a championship, you fire the coach 2 years, 3 years later type of scenario. So we got to stop that trend, because when a head coach actually coaches and wins you a championship, there's a reason behind it. I mean, they are the reason why you won a championship. So it's not just the players, it's not just all that. I mean, it's all because of the coaching too. So I mean, if the Lakers are able to win a championship this year because of JJ Redick, and somehow they don't win a championship for the next 2 years, and they end up firing JJ, I hope that trend just stops, because you know, I'm just speculating here. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just rambling at the moment, but I hope that's not the case. I hope it's not. Samurai Beast Warrior, LA Kings are killing it. The LA Kings will win their new Stanley Cup championship. Okay. Hopefully that's true. The LA Kings are one of my favorite hockey teams, for sure. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it does. I know I'm not really a hockey follower, so I am a Abs fan, but I don't really follow. Don't really follow hockey. So, but the LA Kings are my second favorite team in the NHL. So, um, And for those of you who don't know, I am a Broncos fan too. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I do live in Denver. I, and I grew up in Denver, but I grew up as a Lakers fan. All right. So, but when you grow up in Denver, you also get attached to other teams in Denver. So I'm kind of like a hybrid type of fan. So I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm also rooting for the Denver Broncos, and I'm a Mad Avs fan too. I am a Dodgers fan, so don't get it twisted, guys. All right. I mean, I have some roots in LA, still, but at the same time, growing up in Denver, is still you have the ability to gain some sort of fandom, you know, in this culture. So, um, but yeah, I mean, that's just me. But it's not a secret, right? Those of you who are longtime subscribers on here, you all know what I am and what team I root for. So yeah, but this is a Lakers channel. I believe purple and gold, and I love talking about the Lakers. And on occasion, I do talk about Denver Broncos, and I will be giving my analysis of the draft that's coming up. So who the Denver Broncos will draft in the first round, and many others to come in the draft for sure. So stay tuned for that if you want to hear about my Broncos analysis of the draft coming soon. But no doubt about it, every single live stream I will be going live for the Lakers post game show for the postseason in the NBA playoffs. So and but yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I mean, we went 1 hour and 16, actually 17 minutes. So, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And of course, guys, continue to show me love, support on this live stream and all over social media. The links to my social media sites will be in the description of this live stream. So, you guys, check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and guys, stay tuned because I will be going live for every single Lakers post game show of the NBA playoffs, especially for the Lakers versus the Timberwolves first round. I will be going live and giving you my analysis of the postseason of the Lakers post game show playoffs versus the Timberwolves. So stay tuned, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. And I almost forgot, I want to thank Daniel and Samurai Beast Warrior, and of course, Turbo. Thank you all for joining me, and also Social Johnson 84. Thank you all so much for joining me on this live stream. You guys are the real OGs on this channel, so please continue to show me the love, support, and always come on these live streams and give me your thoughts about the Lakers and every single post game show, and giving me your analysis and all that. So, um, again, thank you all so much for joining me, and all of you for joining me on this live stream. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. And like I said, join me for every single Lakers live post game show, especially now of the postseason playoffs for the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.